Welcome in, everybody. It's another edition of the Quick 18 podcast. I'm your host, Dave Schultz, alongside co-host Andy Carroll here. It is brought to you by the Hole in One Show, now playing every Sunday night, 10:35 on KX across the eastern part of the state, out in western North Dakota. It's on West Dakota Fox. Thanks for tuning in. And again, thrilled to be here for episode 6. This is our 6th episode of the Quick 18 podcast. And what we do in this podcast, we talk a little bit about the world of golf in segment 1. Then we go FCC Club Confidential, everything going on at the Fargo Country Club in segment 2. And then we leave you with the Go Golf segment, talk about our golf and what's upcoming on our schedule. So let's start this week. We've got the Scottish Open this week, and I think Tommy's playing. Hoagie's playing in it. He was in Fargo this week.
Yeah.
He wanted to get out of the Texas heat. He came up here and was practiced Monday through Thursday, played a couple rounds of golf with him. And I think on Thursday it was 92 degrees here and 82 in Fort Worth. So it kind of flipped on him, but it was great to have Hoge on property at the club.
It was cool. Obviously to have someone on the PGA Tour come to your home club, regardless if it was his previous home club, it was awesome. And super cool of him. Monday night he got done playing and came out and saw some of our junior had a junior PGA event out on the par 3 course.
Perfect timing.
The kids were, I saw Tom Hoge. Is that Tom Hoge? The kids were,
some of the kids were walking by like, wait, is that him?
Yeah. Not sure what they were more excited about though. Tom, no offense, Tom, or the ice cream truck.
The ice cream truck.
The ice cream truck was a hit.
Ice cream truck and Tom Hoge. That's how you win PGA Junior League. Yeah. That's pretty fun.
We had a couple kids in the junior PGA, and Aiden Zuger was practicing on the north side chipping green. They go, "Oh, you think I could go over and ask him for an autograph?" I said, "No one asked me for my autograph," but that's what happens when you play on the PGA Tour.
We got a chance to tee it up with him a couple times, and it's just different. It just sounds different. It looks different. It's just a bullet every single time. Doesn't matter if the wind's into you or downwind. It's just good. Top of class.
Who asked you? I overheard someone ask you. They said, "How does he hit it? Does he cut it? Does he draw?" And you said, "Yeah, it's a straight. It's like, oh, that's going to be cut. No, it's just straight. It's
shades of straight.
Shades of straight
every time. Shades of straight. And then trajectory perfect. Penetrating is great. So it's fun to have him.
He doesn't hit it that high, does he?
No. We all grew up in the wind, right?
Yeah.
And it's still windy in Texas too, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just know it goes right where he's looking.
I will say this, on a week off, the amount of time he spent at the club just shows you how much these guys actually
never
practice.
off.
Like they're good.
Yeah.
Like they're gifted in so many senses, but they're gifted because they practice all the time and play all. That day where one of the days you played with him, I think he spent 2.5 hours on the putting green before you guys played.
Yeah, golf is a tough game, and so amateur golfers, they get discouraged because they don't play well. Well, do you practice?
6 hours a day.
Are you going to the tee with a reason to have those expectations very high? It is a hard game. I know for me, it doesn't come easy. Honestly, I played professional golf for a long time. Does not come easy. I have to work at it. I have to get reps in. It is just one of those games where very few are the Ty Webbs, right, of the caddy shack. We have one at the club. It's Andy Doden. Andy Doden is a Ty Webb. He just rolls out of bed, strolls up, shoots 65, doesn't tell anybody. I haven't talked to you about this. I haven't talked about this. He is the FCC Ty Webb.
He is.
But very, very few does the game come that easy. You have to work at it.
He does that too with untied on cloud running shoes on.
It's fine. It's just unique baller.
Star.
But it is a tough game, and the amount of practice that those guys put in it makes sense, right? And then it's also, you're never off. You're always working. You go to eat, you go to drink, whatever you do, it's going to be with you the next day. Like, you're always on. It's a full commitment. You experience the same thing in professional hockey.
Yeah. No, it's It's a full-time job. Even playing college hockey, it's like, all right, what am I putting on my body Monday? Because I know I'm going to feel it on Friday.
Yeah.
And just makes you think a little bit more about what you put into your body, and that's the pro golf.
And I think, business leaders, they don't mind looking for washed up pro athletes, right? Because they're used to being on. They're used to being go, go, go. They're used to, being proactive and trying to win every day. And even if you don't know something, you're going to stack those days and get better in whatever business venture you go into. But it was fun to see it firsthand, and for the kids to see Tom, and now he's going to be playing this week in the Scottish Open. So let's transition to the Scottish Open. And what are we thinking about this week?
Well, I think the Renaissance Club, I don't think it's going to give you the pure
you're not.
British Open vibes. It's going to be a little more Americanized.
I think I saw 70 degrees for a high and 12-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Gosh, I didn't look at the weather. I just looked at the course. I thought it was going to be my original pick was going to be Mr. Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay. And he just had a heartbreaker at the Travelers, didn't he?
And you know what? I'm just going down the list here.
Well, while you're going down the list, I'm going with Collin Morikawa.
That's such a. I like that. When you said 12 miles an hour, I'm like, in a kind of an American links, I really liked it because he can start anywhere. He can hit his cut, and it's going to be fine.
Billy Foster, he tabbed his caddy, Billy Foster, for this week because had some interaction with the media last couple of weeks talking about just getting into the details. I don't know. Anyway, he's got his caddy. And I know JJ Jakovic, his old caddy, who had done for a number of years. I played a lot of golf with JJ going through the amateur ranks and Nationwide Tour. But he tapped Billy Foster to be his caddy. Billy is caddied for Seve, Lee Westwood, Darren Clark, and Matt Fitzpatrick. So I think Collin, it's always, you've seen it with Max Homa, new caddy, little pep in the step, getting near the top of the leader, making cuts, and then getting near the top of the leaderboard. I think Collin's going to, it's good having a new voice in the ear.
It is
guiding you around the golf course.
Yeah, it's a fresh. It's kind of like when in hockey where you're down 3-0 and your team's playing terrible. The goalie's actually making decent saves, but you pull the goalie and it just kind of sparks you, and all of a sudden you're down 3-2 going to the third, and you end up winning the hockey game. It's just little new life. All right, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go Tommy Fleetwood. I think he's got some game.
Now, what's he at? He's plus 2,200 and Collins plus 2,500.
So we're at the top of our
we're at the top. I'm the underdog, though, in this deal. So, all right, Scottish Open. Then next week, the British Open, Royal Portrush. Going to fun couple of weeks overseas watching golf. This week's going to be good weather. Next week, I think it's going to get your little bit of British Open weather over Royal Portrush. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And guess what? Golf first thing in the morning. That's
are you like set? I mean, you're an early riser regardless, but are you like Thursday of the Open? Like I'm watching the first tee shot alarm.
No, I'm not. I just like that it's on in the background right away. It's not some rerun golf tournament. It's a cup of coffee, and I'm going to watch a few holes before going to work. And then when I get to work, it's going to be on. And then when I get home, it's going to be reruns. It's just as great. I love major championships. It's the 4 weeks a year it matters.
It's so
in my
good.
opinion.
It's so good.
It's going to be fun. All right, next up, FCC Club Confidential. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Season 6 of the Hole-in-One Show presented by Bell Bank and Shields. Tune in Sunday nights at 10:35 to see if these amateur golfers have what it takes to navigate their nerves when the cameras are rolling. Each contestant gets 2 shots, and one in the hole wins a brand new Cadillac from Gateway Cadillac. Check it out as we move closer to the $100,000 milestone of money raised on the show. Because you know this, if it's Sunday night, it's time for the Hole-in-One Show. Welcome back. It's now time for FCC Club Confidential, and we're going to talk the freezer drill with Andy Carroll.
Hey, everybody. We're out here at the beautiful FCC. This is your pro tip for the Quick 18 podcast this week. As we talked about, the freezer drill. The freezer drill is a great drill to use anytime during the season when your swing feels a little bit out of whack. The first one is what we call a half freezer. Exactly how it sounds. We're going to take it halfway. We're going to stop. We're going to freeze. And we're going to turn through using our big muscles, not our hands, not our arms, but turn through the golf shot. This is how it should look. Big turn, finishing all the way to our target. Now, after we figured that one out, we're going to move up to a full swing, but we're still going to freeze it up top. This is a little bit more advanced. We're going to make still a big turn, freeze it up top, turn through with our big muscles. Something like this. 10 reps of those per practice, and your game will be in a much better place.
That is a great drill, and I can tell you from experience, Andy, I've done this within the last week. I played golf for 7 straight days, which is very unique, and I got worse. I got worse every single day. I kept playing and then took a day off, and I did the freezer drill. Pause at the top for a couple of seconds, because I was just chopping wood. I had no awareness of where the club head was at the top of the swing. Little freezer drill, get awareness of where the club is, talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's just an awesome drill that makes you focus on not just the flight of the golf ball. A lot of people, they come out and practice and they just hit balls to practice. Mm-hmm. The freezer drill, it allows you to obviously, like you said, feel the club head, but not only that, but when your hands stop moving in a golf swing, you realize if you are kind of getting a little choppy, how much they're actually doing in transition.
Yeah.
Right? And it forces you to turn through the golf shot,
Yep.
proper mechanics. And yeah, I mean, you watch how straight Hideki hits it. Sometimes I'm wondering, man, I should just maybe play with a freeze. Because every time I do it, I hit it great.
Yeah, yeah.
You see these guys on some YouTuber golfers now. I can't remember what his name is, Ben something. But he's known for like pausing at the top, and he flushes it.
I went all-time high recently, 78, and I was like, I have no awareness whatsoever. I did the freezer drill for about 45 minutes, and then I was so patient in the golf swing the next time out, and it was like I shot 69, but it was the highest score I could have shot that day. It's just crazy how one little drill to get the awareness of the club head. So it's highly recommend, especially early in the season. You know, we're in mid-season, but especially early in the season when you haven't played a lot of golf outside.
I think it's early, but I also think it's like this time.
Yeah,
where it's like you've been playing a little golf. Like I think especially for us, like when you get to this point, we don't practice. You don't practice like you did when neither of us really practice, right? If we're practicing, it's the 13 balls we get before we go play with some members or whatever.
Yeah.
But you kind of get in that feel because we don't have probably the games that we have had in past. And so when you get up there, like, you have these shots, but sometimes it's just better. Like, that's why I would say my first round of the year is my best. Like when we went to Vegas, I was like, I'm just going to hit straight shots. And I played really well.
Just clobber 8 irons. It doesn't matter.
And now it's like, I'm trying to hit these little like fillet cut 7 irons from 178. I'm like, just hit a straight 8 iron.
Just fat it right in the front bunker.
Yeah. Trust me. I've done that plenty as of late.
Hey, real quick, let's take a look at this hat right here. This is the Charlie, right? So 8th Street collection is now in the golf shop, member only.
Member only. So something that we're super excited about bringing into the shop. Came up with some ideas. Obviously, the club started on 8th Street and pays some cool history to past members and obviously future members who will be wearing it around. And I know the 8th Street Co has been popular so far. I've seen a lot of the hats running around.
I picked up the golf bag. It's sweet.
Yeah. It's
8th Street collection, members only. Check it out in the golf shop. Hey, junior golf, we're in the second of 3 sessions for junior golf. Talk about Tuesday groups and FCC junior camps on Thursday.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday groups have been going good. June's a busy month, so I think we'll have a little bit more of a fuller group here the last 2 months. But it's been great. Kids have been, full with energy and a lot of chip-ins, which obviously leads to some monster cookies and some chocolate chip cookies.
I know it's a big deal in my house.
Oh yeah,
the chip-ins are a big deal.
Yeah,
for
big
monster
deal.
Cookies.
But no, it's been awesome, and I know the instructors are loving it, and the kids.
Isn't the junior golf program fun? We have it in house this year. You and your guys at the golf team are doing a great job. Carter, Brevin, Tom Porton's back helping out with it, and then Carter and Aiden. Everybody's chipping in.
Yep.
Zach Scarp. I mean, all the kids are chipping in to help us out, and the kids are having fun.
Kids are having fun. The instructors are having fun. No injuries, nothing like that. So I mean,
and a successful PGA Junior League season, right?
Yep. We're having a good junior PGA. It's been great. Kids have been awesome in that too. So it's fun to see how many juniors are out there. I mean, we just talked about it with our junior program. Like, we got to start adding more stalls to the junior area.
We do.
Driving range.
Yeah. So the setup on the driving range is 7 or 8 for members, and then 2 or 3 for juniors. It's not enough. We almost need to flip it, right? So we need more junior spots because there's
juniors are grinding.
That's great. It's awesome. All right. Couples night this coming Thursday this week, July 10th. Still time to sign up for that. FCC Pro Gal is Friday, July 11th. This Friday, a couple spots remaining. We're going to do 15 ladies and 13 are signed up, so we have a couple spots remaining. One pro is going to team up with three ladies, and so we're going to have a fun day on Friday morning. And then the DL Pro Gal, we've got a bus. We've got room for 20 ladies. I think we already have 15 or 16 signed up.
I think so. We need them in a hurry.
We need a few. We need a few more. So room for 20. And we do have the bus going from FCC to DL for the DL Pro Gal. Always a fun one. You're defending champion. So you won the pro division last year, but my team won the team
you won
competition.
The good one.
Yes. So our team's back intact, so we're ready to go. It's going to be fun.
Shout out JB. Sorry about that one.
What's that?
I said shout out John Brotherton. I apologize.
Yeah, not in the PGA program, so he can't participate this year, but he's going to be playing the FCC Pro Gal.
Yeah.
And then the member guest, as always, 24th to 26th this year. We have had no movement. There's been no movement the last couple weeks in WDs, so Cole Perkins is still first alternate. We're watching that very closely. We are just over 2 weeks away from ball and air on the member guest. What's your favorite part of the chipper?
It's got to be one of the two.
I know exactly what my favorite part is. Go ahead. What's yours? Mine is getting on the mic for the minute to win it and having a nice 30-minute just opportunity just to go roast. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun. It's all in good fun. But if you want to play minute to win it, we're going to get into you a little bit. Yeah. Right? You got it. It's you're out of your comfort zone. You're getting chirped at. I mean, that's fun.
Probably my favorite part from that we did different from my first year into last year was with long drive qualifying into long drive finals. Yeah. Pick your walk-up song, final five, come up, blaring music, and then get on the mic a little bit. So I mean, we've got some bombers though.
Yeah, we do. Lavernick can move it. Galt can move it.
Brady Opine, Mason's son, he can move it. Guess Mason can move it.
Can move it.
I mean, we got some guys.
Else? Who's the biggest? Who hits it the furthest at the club? Amateur. Take Persons out of it. He doesn't count. So who's other than Josh? Labby moves it.
Eric
Galt can get mad. Yeah. He can go.
Yeah.
I mean that in a nice, he can hit it hard.
He can smash it. I'm trying to think who else can hammer it.
Oh, I know. Eric Dietrich bombs it. Sneaky. It goes forever. He played with Tom and I last week. Yeah. And he was 40 yards by people.
Yeah, it's driver fitting. You're welcome.
It was the driver fitting. What was that red shaft you put in there?
Yeah, Ventus. Spicy. So I will say,
I want one of those. So I want one right now.
So Eric Dietrich, and the best part was,
and he's in it, so you could.
Is the winner of last year's long drive championship was supposed to get a golf or a driver out of the shop.
Okay,
right. The best part is 3 weeks before the member guest, Labby came to me for a driver fitting and then won the long drive. So that he's like, I don't know what to do now. So
we also have games for the ladies too. We have the ladies part 3 on that Thursday, and then the putting contest on Friday. So it's fun for everybody.
The putting contest is a blast too, though.
It is
setting up some fun, quirky ones.
Yeah,
but man, I think long drive finals is great, but I actually think it's shootout. Just so many people out there, chaos.
Yeah, for sure. But
it's the River Lights.
The River Lights.
The River Lights is awesome.
So in other words, we like it all.
We like it all. There's actually, you know what? Hey, how about this? What's the worst part about the member guest?
If it's hot. I mean, it's a 14-hour day on Friday. It's a 14-hour day on Friday, and if it's 90 degrees, it's not ideal.
Mine's my alarm.
Ideal. Huh?
Mine's my alarm.
We're playing road games this week, though. We're gonna stay at. I gotta tell my parents we're gonna stay right there on East Country Club.
True,
because it is late nights, right?
It is 11:30 departures and 4:45 arrivals.
It is. It's a fun week, and
we love it.
We're ready for it. It's 24th through the 26th.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah. All right, that's FCC Confidential. Thanks for tuning in, and stay with us. Our next segment, the Go Golf segment, here on the Quick 18.
Big news from the Hole-in-One Show. The Hole-in-One Show is expanding to Arizona. Season 1 of the Hole-in-One Show Desert Series, presented by Bell Bank, will be statewide in Arizona on Arizona's Family Sports, January, February of 2026. We are shooting the inaugural Desert Series on November 2nd on the 9th hole of Grass Clippings Rolling Hills in Tempe. We couldn't be more excited about growing the footprint of this show and giving golfers from the Grand Canyon State the chance of winning on the Hole-in-One Show Desert Series. It's time to take this show to Arizona.
Welcome back to the Quick 18 podcast. It's now time for the final segment, the Go Golf segment, and we're going to start it off with golf trivia. A couple weeks ago, 20-year-old Andy Aldrich Podgeter. What a unit! 20 years old, who wins his first PGA Tour event. My gosh, congratulations to him. Hey, here's a golf trivia question. Quick 18 trivia. Who is the youngest winner out of the following? Tiger, Jack, Arnold, Ben, Hogan, or Sam Snead? Tiger, Jack, Arnold, Ben, or Sam Snead? So, email your answer to quick18pod@gmail.com or reply to the YouTube link. All right, Brainerd Pro-Am. We have some golf coming up for us. Brainerd Pro-Am this coming Sunday, Monday at Cragen's. I've got a couple of members going to be on my team, and you're going to play with some guys from Brainerd.
Yeah.
We're going to tee it up and have some fun over at
tee it up.
Cragen. So what courses we're playing are the same as the CRMC? Is that right? One of the nines?
Yes. One of the nines are. I think.
I've never played these courses
It might
before.
actually go blue-red. I can't remember. But
Okay.
First day we play blue to red on what's known as like the Dutch 18.
Okay.
Or the Dutch 27, I should say. So they have red, white, and blue. So they have 27 there. You tee it off at 11:45. I'll be hitting India at the noon spot. 15-minute tee time intervals. So pace of play should be good. Tee times.
We don't play till then?
Yeah. So we don't even
How
need
good
a
is
hot
that?
coffee. We can get a workout in.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely don't have to leave until the night.
Way better than my 8:08 tee time for the State Open qualifier when I was like getting out of the car and I was like, all right, I get 12 golf balls and I'm to the first tee.
Yeah. No, not good.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. And then the Layman course, right up there with, for me in Brainerd, probably my two favorites are Deacons and Layman. And
What about the Classic?
I like the Classic. I think I don't know. There's
I think
something
with Deacons, it's just like there's a lot of collection areas, and it's kind of divot central in a few areas, isn't it?
It can be.
Can be? Okay.
I just
awesome.
subtle flex. I'm past the divot areas.
Fair. All right. Sounds good.
But no, I love it.
I love when everybody else is at a bunch of divots because I'm 40 yards by them. It's really great. I love
can
that
just
course.
smash the cut into like these banks. It's like a half pipe some holes. But
Gotcha.
I do like the Classic. I've got to play it a bunch. One of my buddies was actually the caddy master there when he was in college.
Okay.
So
All right.
I would say it's up there for me. But the Layman course, I think it's something different. It's like there's a couple holes where you look out and you're like, I feel like I'm playing in Colorado off of these cliffs.
Well, you never know how many people are going to sign up, especially two-day events, because all the pros in the area, they're busy, right? I think there's 24, 25 teams.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
FM Junior Tour, we just hosted the FM Junior Tour on Monday. We filmed this on Monday, so it's actually today, in real time. But once we post this pod, we hosted on Monday. It's fun to have Steve Widener, FM Junior Tour. It's been going on for years. Steve Widener was longtime head golf professional at the Fargo Country Club. He was the one who I personally first took lessons from. His daughter Kari still runs the tour, and it's saw Larry Murphy out there. He was marshaling and making sure the kids were in the spots they were supposed to be. It's just awesome to host that event.
I didn't know. I talked with Larry a couple times, but didn't know how big of a hockey player he was. We got started talking concussions, and he's like, "We should grab dinner sometime and just talk hockey and golf." And I was like, "Larry, we should." So that's gonna. I'm like,
man.
That's not a dinner. You're like, yeah. That's like a dinner where I'm like, Larry, like, give me your phone number. Like, this is happening.
Please do.
So, yeah,
yes. Can I come? I want to come.
I actually said me, you and Dave should go have dinner.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best. All right, I get a little touch on a pretty cool course here this week. A friend of mine's member at Medinah in Chicago, and played it a couple times before. But he said, hey, once Ogilvy comes through and does the redesign, you got to come back. So we're going out there tonight, actually, and playing course 3 Tuesday morning. Looking forward to that. Have to report back on the pod next week. But they're hosting the President's Cup next year. It can be tipped out to about 7,600 yards. We will not be playing those tees. Nothing to prove anymore. But looking forward to getting out there. And now that's the course. That's the famous course where I think it was a meltdown at Medinah, wasn't it? So the U.S. we're
in a Ryder Cup year, so let's just be careful talking about
But
it.
it was also, and then it was also the PGA Championship, I believe, where the Sergio had a ball up next to a tree and he did the no look. Yeah. So there's some history. There's a lot of history at that course.
Much.
Looking forward to going out there. What's your favorite big name golf course that's hosted, events that that would have either hosted a major? Obviously, Hazeltine comes to mind. I'm sure you've played Hazeltine. Are there any others?
I love Erin Hills.
Really?
Love it.
Okay.
I think it just suits certain games probably a little bit better than most. Hazeltine's up there, though. I do really like Hazeltine. The other sneaky one, too, they don't host pro events, but one of the most fun rounds of golf I ever had when I was playing pro in California. I got to play Pasatiempo.
Okay. I've never played there.
And it tips out at about 6,700 yards, which is obviously 200 yards shorter than FCC. I believe it's an original Donald Ross or Tillinghast. I can't remember, but it's one of the old time legends course designs. So that'd be up there. But if I had to pick one, Erin Hills through and through.
Nice. How about golf at the FCC? Are you playing? What's that?
What's yours?
Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach by
See,
far.
I've never played it. I played Torrey Pines, and I can't remember all the holes in my head.
It's such a cliche to be like, oh, my favorite course is Pebble Beach, and it's not my favorite course, but for many it is, and it makes sense. Like it's just special.
Yeah.
And the greens are smaller than the greens on the par 3. I mean, they're small, so it makes sense that Tom plays well there. They're very, very small. How about golf at FCC? You teeing it up lately there?
I think I played for the full 18-hole championship course. I think I'm at 2, maybe 3 rounds. Not good. Obviously
you're on IR for a minute there.
3.5, 4 month IR.
We've got the Pro Golf Friday.
I know. I got to get dialed in.
Do we know our teams? Are we doing random draw or what's going on?
I think we're going to go random draw. A lot of teams have been requesting for the Pro Gal one, so I think if we randomize it, a little more fun. We're trying to get it.
It's a mixer.
It's a mixer. The
We're
hard
gonna
part
break
is
hearts. You know you're going to break hearts.
Well, I know.
When folks sign up and they want to play together, they're going to break hearts.
Sign up earlier, please. I know we want to mix and match and like be in matching shirts and everything, but we got to get to our number.
Well, it'd be fun to have it be a mixer, right? And then the DL Pro Gal can be
pick who you want to play with.
Part of I focus on the gal part. We have to play. Like this is a competition.
I kind of forgot.
Yeah, this is what are we going to do? What's the game? Scramble or best ball? Best 2?
Last year we did best 2 of 5, so this year is going to be best 2.
I like the foursomes.
Yeah, I do too.
Perfect. All right. Well, we have some golf coming up. This was fun, as always. Scottish Open this week, and a lot going on at FCC, a lot going on in professional golf. And you got anything else to add before we close it out?
You got into a new driver.
Yes. Thank you. Fit into a new Callaway driver. We're gonna see how this thing performs. So, what were the numbers again? Got a 20 extra? Right?
20 extra, killed 900 to 1,000 in spin. With a dispersion that was actually better. Yeah. Picked up
all things, and those were 26 full gas swings for me. I
saw you later that day.
I wasn't as sore as I thought I was going to be the next morning, but it's fun. You know, if you're loose, it was 85 degrees, so that helped. It's fun going through a fitting, right? And seeing some numbers and getting excited about something that's coming in a box.
Yeah.
You know? So I get it. I can't wait.
I actually am not going to get your hopes up. Callaway's been really good this year on quick shipments. So that would have been last Wednesday?
Yeah. Come on.
Ventus might be a push because we got you in the Ventus.
7X.
Yep. I don't think I'm playing golf. Should we just go re-grip mine and you can grip? You can just take mine if the head's there.
I'm gonna just puff mine out there at Medinah.
If you're playing from 7,600, you can't have 278 puff balls.
I'd rather have 4 irons from the fairway than 7 irons from the rough. I mean, I probably should, but that's what we're going to do. But that was fun. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us on the Quick 18 podcast. We'll be back next week to preview the British Open. See you next week.